and I would say faces I recognize, but I can't see your face. I can't see anyone's face here. Cordan.
Well, you know, I mean, that's the problem.
Okay, I am imagining faces. Ooh, and I'm imagining so very hard that I'm actually imagining a GM choice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So tell me about this GM.
Well, the GM's you.
It is me.
Yeah, that wasn't too hard.
No, it wasn't. But you know what? I'm a different each year.
Yeah, it's
right. Kinder, more gentler. And I, you know, going through this as we talked about how much bigger Ku5ogrande 5 is. We have more systems, especially more old computers, and so I really want to show some love to stuff in my childhood that I loved and is probably bad. And who am I kidding? It's Robocop.
Yeah, nobody trusted you. Like, chat did not trust you. I didn't trust you.
But it is Robocop for an old computer.
Oh yeah, which computer is this?
It is Robocop 2 for the ZX Spectrum.
Ah, ZX Spectrum. We definitely have not had this one.
No, we have not.
For better or for worse, you know. Yeah, I hope
real bad.
I hope you're all ready to not be disappointed, but ashamed. Deeply ashamed. Yeah. Okay, well, I am currently working on getting everything ready for this. So do you want to go over the rules real quick, just so that people know what to expect?
The general rules are, this is a blind video games tournament. All four of our competitors have never played this before. And progress is going to be judged by how far you progress in the game. And so we'll get scores based on that. First place will get 10 points. Second will get 7. Third will get 5. Fourth will get 2. There are no spoilers. They are not in our chat. We can go talk about the game and feel free, and everything is wonderful.
Oh, it's so good. Wonderful for us, a little bit less wonderful for the players. Because guess what? They have never seen this game before. They've got a full hour that they get to suffer through it. And I'm cool with that. I like it.
Yeah, we are all going to suffer together. And I've already played too much of this instead of playing good games.
Games that you should be playing.
I mean, I regret playing this game, which is why I'm giving it out.
Yeah. My gosh. Seriously, Corndan, you can't do more Robocops. We have to stop you.
Well, I mean, eventually we will run out of Robocop.
You say that, but
Probably.
You've said that in the past. I don't trust you.
So just because I have found, was it 6 or 7 now different Robocop 2 games? Well, Tristan found one of them. I found the rest, right? I mean, that really says something.
What does it say?
Eventually, well, I think I've played all of the Robocop 2 games that are available.
Well,
I think that's what it says.
Scary. We just really do not need that. I don't need Robocop in my life, you know. I am going to kick him out. Stupid Robocop. Get your own video game tournament, Robocop. We don't want you here.
We've basically done that. I have turned Ku5ogrande into Robogrande.
I mean, yeah, in the past you have. We're going to try to stop you.
A little bit. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, Robocop's just going to show up.
What a jerk.
I mean, it's going to get to the point I'm going to hand out some other game, and halfway through it's going to turn into Robocop or something.
I mean, that wouldn't be too surprising.
Actually, I'd really appreciate that if that happens, but...
Okay, let's see. So, yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, if you're new here and you've never seen Ku5ogrande before, there will be 4 players going up against each other. This tends to be a tournament that I prefer. People do this more for fun than for glory, although if you want to get glory out of playing bad games, sure, I guess. go for it. But honestly, most of us are just here for fun and for the laughs that the games are going to bring. And that window just disappeared? Where'd it go? Where are you? Corn what happened?
What? I don't know what happened.
Same.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's just I was cropping something and then it was gone. It just disappeared. Went into oblivion. I don't know.
So,
I don't know. This is bad.
I do want to point out something a comment that just got made in the Discord for the competitors. That just because it's appropriate here, I tried out all the different Robocop 2s to practice expecting it, except for the ZX Spectrum.
Oh. Are you serious? Wow. Ku5ogrande, I'm American. I'll call it whatever I want. ZX Spectrum.
Ku5ogrande's right. It's British. We should all call it the ZX Spectrum. Except I'm American. I'll do what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, take that, Ku5ogrande. He's American.
America.
I was gonna say we're still in a union, but that would have been rude. Too soon? Might be too soon. Might be too soon.
Yeah. Oh, it's too soon.
Oh, yeah. Well, about that. So I am just making sure that we get everything captured and looking beautiful. By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to Crazy Sunshine, who's been helping with the social media. As of late, it's been an enormous help. Thank you so much. Also, as usual, thanks to Cadus for essentially being the patience that none of us have. And for also reffing the matches, you know, that's pretty cool too.
Indeed.
Yeah. There we go. Finally, all of the players, most of the players have stuff so that I can see where the borders of the games are. Corn
yeah,
you think that on the 5th tournament we would be able to give clear instructions about putting stuff behind the
God,
game?
No. you think we're all like professional and stuff?
Dude, I'm sitting here. I'm not in pajamas, but I wish I was in pajamas. That's how professional.
So that's an improvement over last year.
I mean, no, I never wore pajamas Corn I do not feel productive if I'm wearing pajamas. It's just life.
I mean, I did all my productivity getting to this point, right? That
yeah.
You know, I can watch all of this in pajamas if I wanted to. I'm not, because I had to go do errands earlier, but
errands?
I know.
Oh, stupid errands. Nobody wants to do you.
It's true.
Well, with that said, let me go ahead and start transitioning over to the lovely music that's going to be on the game. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, that's music. That's hopeful.
Yeah, there is music.
I like this music. I'm a big fan. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this is definitely the music for Robocop.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like the CPC. It kind of sounds like the NES. It kind of sounds like some other stuff. It kind of sounds the same because Ocean did them all.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to think. Isn't this actually the Robocop 2 theme for the movie?
It very well could be. I mean, I would imagine so.
Yeah, this is really good. Not gonna lie. let me go ahead and blast it a little bit more. Okay. So we have these 4 players going up against each other in this match. Andy, Tempestrel, Escorian, and Melos. All 4 of them, I believe, have played in years past.
I think all 4 of them have gotten Robocop in years past.
How could you?
At least 3 of them.
Well, I am doing the countdown right now in Discord. Everybody spam all your robot and cop emotes, or anything that's related at all. I don't know what else shows up. If you have any pills,
Flashing
you can spam
guys
those.
and boxes and guns.
As soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will start our timer, as is tradition. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, this is about that. That's about the quality of the cutscenes you're gonna get.
I mean, at least oh no, there's no music, is there?
No, there's not.
I mean, why would there be music, right?
All right, so let's talk about one of the big important things in the game, right? You've played, we've all seen all the other RoboCop 2 games. There's a whole bunch of people you need to arrest or hostages or something, right?
Yes.
They're in this game too, except they're just flashing dudes, and if you kill them, your health goes down.
Oh, well, that's fun. Oh no, Robocop, he's like quantumly locked with
so far
the villains.
Melos has it kind of figured out. Also, all those drops that look like they could be like pickups.
Yes,
they are. You have to shoot them. I did not know this until Dana pointed it out to me.
Wow. What a start.
Yeah, so we're gonna see this a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Because it is so easy to, one, accidentally shoot the people you're supposed to arrest.
Well, yeah, don't do that. Don't shoot your friends. Yeah, actually, are they friends? Like, you're not supposed to kill them. They might be friends. They don't hurt you, do they?
I mean, they're arrestable guys, right? You don't want to deal with them. You know, you don't want to shoot them. Everybody else is fair game, though.
Yeah. Well, you know, maybe they are your friends and they're just safer in jail. You know, you're like, we're going to put you in there. You at least get a free meal and housing because, trust me, you don't want to be out on the streets, what with all the conveyor belts out there.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And so, you know, you just got to deal with it. So you basically have to make it, like, go find the switch so you can enable that elevator, which kind of looks like that weird ladder thing right there that that Andy's got. And you want to go to the top and then go up to the left. It'll get you to another area that you can go through to finally get to the door. It's a pain. We're going to see this for a while.
Yeah, that sounds like less enjoyable than a lot of things I've been through in my life.
Pretty much, yeah. So Escorian has found the spread shot. It's the S pickup you can shoot.
The S pickup, okay.
It's probably it's the 3-way shot. If you remember the Genesis RoboCop 3 from last year. Same basic idea.
Now, this is technically the same game as the Amiga game, right?
It's actually more closer to the CPC game we gave out last year.
Okay.
Except because the Spectrum essentially is not very good at computing, right? It's a really weak computer. The game is basically, it's the same idea, the same sort of levels. You go to the nuke plant, then you do the memory game and a shootout, and you get to the brewery. I think that's where we ended up last year on the CPC.
Yeah,
we're probably gonna end up about there too. So from that, the levels are the same. The memory and the shooting levels are going to be similar, but basically worse. than before. It's not a big deal either way. They got the full manual. They can all figure it out. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, yeah, let me pull up that manual. I need to take a look real quick. I was going to say, you know, I do want to keep my eye on the action, but I'm not sure there is a lot of action.
Well, as people catch and get a little bit better at everything going on, it will go better. But we're going to see this for a while.
So are they using joystick controls or keyboard controls?
So I let them use whatever they want, right? It's all configured. They can do whichever they wish.
Okay, so I'm looking keyboard is O and P to go left and right, Q and A to jump up or crouch down.
Yep.
And M to shoot. What? Why is M to shoot?
Because so for people who don't know, the ZX Spectrum was basically an all-in-one system, right? The keyboard was embedded in, so the Q and A right are on one side of it had a membrane keyboard. The keyboard was pretty awful, actually.
Apparently M is for machine gun. It says shoot next to it. It doesn't say machine gun.
Well, you know, I mean, but it puts it in something that's not next to either of your other controls.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I could still use my finger to hit that. I just have to have everything placed right.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I like to point out in the match Discord, Melos is already complaining about the platforms.
Well, yeah, look at this. This is crap.
I mean, I couldn't give out something incredibly easy for, you know, to open up Ku5ogrande. It just wouldn't be right.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my gosh, sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around, like, this layout and actually pointing diagonal, because you'd have to hold up on Q, and you'd have to hold O or P, and shoot.
And shoot at the same time. It is so bad.
This is a nightmare.
Right, like the keyboard controls are so bad across the board on Sinclair on ZX Spectrum games.
Yeah.
That not only did Sinclair, who made the ZX Spectrum, make a joystick attachment, so did like 4 other people, right? And they were all programmed for that. And every single one of them is different. So not only that, we had to make sure that they all configured a controller that worked for them. Right. I think everyone's configured it, and that they selected whatever that controller was.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I love that the other levels, 2 and 5, 3 and 6, those are significantly different from these levels that we have. We do have hints and tips, though, in the manual.
We do.
Andy is blue. Is that good?
It's the other half of stage 1.
Oh, okay. I like it.
So yes, it is good. It is good. Andy is definitely in the lead here.
I suppose that really shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody watching. Andy won last Ku5ogrande. And he won the one before, didn't he? Kuso 3?
Yes.
He didn't win the Invitational. NPC got that. But yeah, he is pretty much dominated. Okay, let me go ahead and give you some hints and tips from the manual. Okay,
sure.
First, think before you shoot, or you may shoot someone unarmed. That's generally good advice. I like it.
So the unarmed guys are the flashing guys?
Yes.
And I stand corrected that Tempestro has also made it to the blue area.
Nice. Okay, good to know. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to look at 50 things at the same time. I appreciate it, chat. Take time to plan your route on the memory puzzles. Okay. How about on the scrolling levels, be careful where you tread. The floors can be treacherous. Yeah, we've seen the conveyor belts, but I'm not sure they've really been that treacherous. They're just kind of there.
The problem is they're just a pain more than anything.
Okay. Explore the scrolling levels fully to find the route to your goal. So basically that tip is play the game.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. beware on the firing range. Shooting civilians will reduce your rating. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get there eventually.
Don't shoot civilians, or else they'll be disappointed in you. That's basically the message there. And then watch out for power-ups, quote unquote, that will provide benefits.
Oh, they totally do.
Wait, it doesn't even tell you how to collect them, though. It just tells
you have to shoot them. You have to shoot them.
It just tells you to watch out for them.
Yep.
Well.
Yep. So as I played all this, Dana was helping me test, and I went on how you walk over the power ups, like none of it works. He goes, you just shoot them, and I'm like, no, you don't. Yeah, sure enough, you do, and it never tells you.
Video games, am I right? Everybody loves video games. I mean, look, we get green. It's video games.
Yeah, and chat is right. The duck button is stupid because even duck down, you still get shot.
Like, I feel bad you said the duck button, and I was hoping that it would actually summon a duck for a second. I would appreciate a dedicated duck button.
Yeah, me too.
Justin's honking over here right now, just FYI.
So I will say that some of the pickups are bad.
Okay.
Like there's the one that removes all of your ammo for any special thing you might have.
Wait, what?
One of them reverses your controls.
Oh, how could it do that? Maybe that's why it was quote unquote power ups.
Yeah, probably.
Is there any good way to know which ones those are? What do they look like?
So they're consistent. Like R reverses your controls.
Okay.
The one that looks like a minus side removes all your ammo.
How do you even play if you have no ammo?
Well, it removes like if you have special ammo, the
the
spread shot.
The spread shot, yeah, gotcha. Hey, we have multiple people getting to the blue area here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think once we see somebody beat stage 1, we're gonna see like a pretty significant mark of progress. Stage 1 is just kind of being a butt.
This is pretty much what I expected. Right.
Yeah.
I will also point out that when I handed this out to Tina, she accused me of giving her a Tiger Electronics game.
I mean, it kind of looks like a Tiger Electronics game. Like, the Gamecom even had better graphics.
So, I learned something, right, that should terrify people. I learned that through MAME and everything on RetroArch, we can play Gamecom games now in RetroArch.
No. Why would you?
Yeah.
More exciting than that, Justin can actually cross his legs now, and wanted me to see that.
Exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. Okay, but that was specifically to move away from the Gamecom, because nobody likes the Gamecom.
Well, I do because right, like.
Yeah. Is there Robocop on the Gamecom?
I have no idea. I'll be honest, I have legitimately not even looked at the Gamecom library. Other than when I was futzing around with things, I saw things like, yeah, Gamecom works in MAME.
Well,
and that's all I know.
I feel like I need to look. There is a Resident Evil 2.
You assume that if there's a Robocop Gamecom game, that I would give it out.
I don't see one. I think we're safe. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Thank goodness there's no Robocop on that system. Oh, there is a light at the end of the Robocrap tunnel, you know? And it's the Gamecom.
Yeah.
It's not a very bright light. It's like a, dim flickering light. But it's there. It's there.
So one of the other things that we really haven't talked about yet that's real annoying, you can see it and Melos is kind of going through it now, is that Robocop is stopped by boxes until he punches them in the face.
Most people are. You can't just walk through boxes, Corndan. You're not a ghost.
Well, you know.
Robocop's made of metal, not ghost phantom materials. What do you call ectoplasm? He's not ectoplasm. He's metal.
Well, wait, given how many times we've seen Robocop die here, I'm pretty sure he is ectoplasm.
He's a steel ghost type. I like that, chat. Very nice. I mean, actually, looking at the screen, it is very green.
Yeah, and so there's a reason for that. So,
because he's a ghost.
Yes, because he's a ghost. Well, or because that the ZX Spectrum can only display one foreground color and one background color, like per region. And it doesn't have a large source of colors, so that's why you don't get, right in that big game region, you don't get more colors than black and a background.
Yeah. You know, it's actually kind of a cool way that they did it. You know, a lot of older game systems had to have a lot of workarounds in order to get more technically impressive games with kind of crappier graphics. And, you know, you had to choose graphics or gameplay. And this chose neither.
Pretty much.
I mean, there are some good ZX Spectrum games out there.
I
would say that gameplay was more important.
So I will give the Spectrum credit, right? The Spectrum came out in 1981 or 1982, right, and lasted for like a good solid 10 years. So this predates the Commodore 64, right?
Andy's having such a hard time. He can't do this. How are you even supposed to?
At a price point like well below all of that. You know, this is truly the first budget computer, and you know, because of that, you had to make sacrifices.
Yep. I actually think that having limitations can really drive some creativity. Not with Robocop. Oh no, for sure not with Robocop, but with other games out in this world, you know.
Oh yeah, I mean, even here, I think that when you look at this came out in like 1990 or 1991, so we're talking the far end of the Spectrum's life cycle.
Oh my gosh!
And with that, I mean, this is fairly impressive for that.
Yeah, I'd pretty much agree. Andy, are you gonna make it through the door before your timer stops flashing?
No.
There's no way. It's right there. It's right there, Gordon. Oh, but Robocop has death from his batteries running out. Gotta hate when that happens, you know?
Andy is more confused now than he's ever been.
Well, for the best. Everybody, we have confused Andy. We're doing good. Now, just so everybody knows, points-wise, first place is going to take 10 points. Second place will take 7, third 5, and then fourth place will get 2 points. In order to get into the third round, they need to get 12 points total. So whoever takes first is going to be moving on.
Yeah, if you take first, you're moving on. A second and a third, you're moving on. And if you get fourth, you have to win your next game.
Well, I mean, then third, you have to get at least second in order to move on the next turn. Yeah.
And what we didn't mention is that to get into the fourth round, you need 21 points.
They'll figure that out later.
Sure.
Or we'll tell them later, you know. No need to stress. Wait. Just a second. I thought that we... I see a game master in chat saying that they hope they make it to the brackets. And now I'm a little bit confused because I'm pretty sure that our game masters are not playing.
I mean, I'm going to make it to brackets.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll fire you before then. Oh, we'll see, Glitch. I don't even pay you. Maybe one day
you
I would
double my
love.
salary.
Okay, yeah, you got it. Maybe one day in a weird alternate future, we'll be able to pay people, but today is not that day.
So,
okay. Sorry, I'm stressing. It's okay because Escorian is game over again. Luckily, it's like you only have one life as far as I can tell, right?
you have 3 lives, so the Robocop heads are your lives.
Oh, okay. Then why, when you run out of time, do you get game over?
Because you do. I don't know. You're asking the wrong. You're asking for explanations on things that there are no explanations for.
Oh, Andy's dead. Bleh. I need explanations. I need somebody to make, like, some logical sense out of this. By the way, I see that Tempestral in Discord is saying that they have found the thing. Do you know what the thing is, Corndan?
The only thing I can think of is the switch to give the elevators.
Oh, okay.
Which is all the way to the right on the green screen.
That makes sense. So you definitely need to hit that in order to elevate your hopes.
Exactly.
Okay. Just in case you had any to begin with, Get more hope.
So going into the blue area is just a doorway, but you really need to go to the elevators so that when you get to 1B, you can go up the... Like, everything goes back and forth. All of those doors lead to the other side.
Okay. Uh-oh. See, Andy made it to the right side. I don't know if he hit the switch, though.
So, Melos is at the switch. That thing right there is the switch.
Okay. Seriously? Andy's right there as well, then.
Yeah.
How do you hit it? Do you just shoot it?
I think so.
Of course you shoot the switch, What other way is Robocop going to solve all his problems? Just shoot it. Let me see. Did the manual have any information about this? Sorry, I'm going back to the manual because we need to know.
You should go back to the manual.
Okay. Robocop 2. Pressing down and fire in front of a door will allow you to go through the door between the front and back levels. Well, okay, that's helpful. Your mission begins in the River Rouge sludge plant. Locate the nuke lab, but watch out for trouble. You will encounter several unarmed arrest subjects. When arrest flashes at the top left of the screen, so will the subject, and you must walk into him. If you shoot him, time will be reduced.
Yeah.
That's all it says.
That is all it says.
Why?
Oh yeah, you think this game's going to tell you things?
I mean, that would be nice.
I mean, yes, it would be nice, but that's not what we're going to get. So to point something out here, something for you guys to look at, the on the blue side of screen, kind of all the way off to the right, is the exit.
Oh no. Just get over there, everybody. Just get to the exit. Whatever, clip into the wall, hop up it. I don't care. Just make this end. Just so people know, glitches are usually allowed unless otherwise specified. In
They
fact,
can use anything they find.
we have seen glitches give someone a significant lead or actually put them in last place. You know, if you find something, use at your own risk. Oh yeah, Lizstar is asking glitches are allowed. They are definitely allowed unless otherwise specified by the GM. A lot of the times, I'm just trying to think. There was this one that was an emulator specific glitch with this weird Sonic Speedy Gonzalez ROM hack, and
Yeah.
yeah, it ended up soft locking the game. So we had to give specific instructions about that. That was really early on in Kuso when we had no idea what we were doing.
I mean,
And Andy's flying, so that was
and
cool.
losing a whole bunch of time too. That was kind of neat.
I like it. You know, Robocop definitely should have pulled an Inspector Gadget and like that. Wait, is that bad?
What?
Why do you fly?
Because the game's dumb.
Or
And
is
yes,
there
it's
a
bad.
magnet above you? Is there like a magnet that sucks you up and then
I don't know.
reduces your time? Like, I'm very curious about this. Oh yeah, people are pointing out that we had Savage for Amiga, which had a forbidden out of bounds glitch.
Yes.
And we definitely told them, do not jump at walls. You are not allowed to jump at or into walls. Oh my gosh. I want Iscorian to get game over so I can hear the music again. Because I miss it. I miss it so much.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no music.
There is when you game over. Please. Game over. Actually, I shouldn't be cheering for game overs right now. I should be cheering for all the players. We love all the players who are playing. They're here for our entertainment. They're showing us what dreams are made of, specifically when people have, you know, really crappy, boring dreams.
So
You know?
it looks like right now, I would say Mellows has maybe. It's really hard to say who's in first because of everything going on. I would say Mellows is definitely, if Mellows is not in first, he's close, right? Knowing how to turn on the conveyors and going back and forth to get to the top level of side B. That's pretty big.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, you know, the biggest thing for a lot of these games is just making sure that every playthrough you can make a little bit more progress or gain a little bit more knowledge. You just do not want to spend too much time repeating sections.
Yeah.
Get back to where you were so that you can learn something new. Yeah, I have no idea who's in the lead, but that's okay. We've got plenty of time. And if nobody beats the first stage, then that's your fault, Corndan.
It sure is.
Do, do, do. Oh no, the music stopped already. Ugh. There was hope of having good music. Oh, there it is again. Okay, I'm happy again. Yeah. Well, Corndan, we've got 4 total matches today. I have a feeling that this is the only ZX Spectrum game that we're going to see.
I'm going to guess that is probably true.
What are the consoles you're most excited about, though? Because I know that we have added a lot of consoles that can be used.
So the big one that's real great. Just not because we didn't have it before, but because the setup now is super simple, is the Amiga. So where we used to have to use a whole separate program,
Oh
there's
yeah.
a really good Amiga setup now, specifically for RetroArch, that makes all of the Amiga stuff amazingly super simple, both for GMs and for players.
Ooh, I like it. I'm gonna have to try some of that good old Amiga.
We've definitely, there's systems in here that have just kind of been updated that we've definitely had before, but never really did anything with. So I'm real excited over like the CPC. I've been looking at the M-Shared CPC where we had a couple of games here.
Oh yeah.
I'm real excited for the Atari ST is basically new. We got a configuration that works now.
I love the Atari
that we
ST.
didn't have before. It doesn't work with all of the Atari ST stuff, but it works with a lot.
Oh man, you're speaking my language now.
Some things that we still got to work through, but could be available. Dolphin is in here now, so in theory we can do GameCube games, as well as a real updated version of Flycast. So Dreamcast is now on the table. It's got a huge performance boost lately. We just updated everything because of that.
Oh my gosh!
So that's completely a possibility.
That's awesome.
PS2, the PS2 core is still not real great right now. It's getting better. So it wouldn't surprise me if we see that eventually. We're just not going to see it right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that's really drawing my attention that I've started exploring a little bit, and I need to explore a little bit more, are Windows 95 games.
Yeah, Windows 95 is definitely a bit more difficult for us to do here. But there are probably ways we can make it happen.
I think I've got a way that's going to make it doable. Don't worry, Corndan. I'll do it.
I know of a couple of ways to make it happen. It's just a pain, though.
Nah, it'll be fine. Easy peasy, okay? I've done that before. But yeah, there are a lot of Windows games that people basically have never touched. I'm making sounds. Oh yeah, we have a corn child here. Hello, corn child.
Yeah. He just woke up from a nap and he's kind of cranky.
No, don't be grumpy, you child. Be happy. Go like eat a bagel or something.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of really good stuff out there, right, that I really like. That I'm real excited for. And of course, we can't also forget Commodore 64, just because there's so much of it. So I think Melos is on the right path to getting to the end of level 1.
Okay, we're 32 minutes in. Nobody's beaten level 1. Mind you, I'm not sure how many people would have played this back in the day and beat level 1, you know? They'd be like, after about 5 minutes, they're like, okay, that was a good experience. I never want to play this again.
Well, and I feel, too, that if you figure, right, this came out in, like, 1990, so we're talking, right, if you happen to have a, ZX Spectrum, and about this, that's about all you would have, right? I mean, right, at the same time, NES is kind of at the end of its life cycle, so we're talking games like Super Mario and 3, like that, are capable. The Genesis is out at this point in time, has been out for a year, right? And the Super Nintendo's coming out right about this time. Like, you have way better options for gaming than this.
Whatever, this is better than all of those combined because it's green. Yeah, this computer does everything that other computers and consoles couldn't. Like, It probably had a word processor.
It did?
Didn't have that for the NES, did you nerds?
Well, I mean, that is true.
Actually, there probably is one. I'd have to go look.
That could be true.
Oh no, why am I Googling these things?
I mean, if I assume you're not wrong, Sega, did kind of take a while to get ramped up, but even like the early Genesis games, right, would be better than this, I think.
Okay, there were some clones for Nintendo that had word processors. Okay.
I imagine that the Famicom itself would have had a word processor.
There had to be. Okay, I'm done looking this up. I don't need to know. You know, there are some things in this world that are unknowable, and I think whether or not the NES had a word processor is one of those. Oh no, there are 2 game overs, Escorian and Melos, both dying. We're 35 minutes in, nobody has beaten level 1. Cornden, you are cruel.
It took me a fair amount to make that happen. I mean, so what I've seen so far is Melos and Andy both have elevators going on both sides, which is good. It's where they're supposed to be.
Good. Gotta...
I've been watching Tempestural and Escorian to see if they've gotten the elevators set up.
You know, Robocop should have just, like, hacked into the system, into the mainframe, and gotten the elevators going. You know, use the jack in, like in cyberpunk games, you know, just bam, connect. Use surf through the net. Bippity boop, bam, elevators running. You know, he should have done that instead of going and finding a switch.
Well, I mean, as we've known from all the times we played Robocop 2, he does have a data spike.
So he did have a data spike?
Yeah.
What a moron! I forgot I had a data spike and I could have just skipped this whole level. Well, maybe it's just ZX Spectrum Robocop who's this dumb.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, he does punch boxes instead of going around them.
Yeah, I mean...
Can't imagine his brain is too big. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still a cop brain. So maybe he just prefers to with, basic violence or shooting things.
I love that somebody is saying that they want to add this game to the too bad for Kuso list, the Tubin list, but
no, this
it's
is
not
totally
happening.
Not the Tubin bin.
No, it's bad, but it's not too bad.
It's definitely not Tubin bad.
Oh,
the
no.
game plays. It does what it's supposed to do.
And then Melos typed in that chat, I kind of like it.
Melos is doing pretty good here.
Well, Melos, first off, is wrong about liking it. Because I don't see how anybody could like this. But, yeah, like, Melos is starting to get this figured out.
I mean, I think Melos has figured out this level probably more so than anyone else.
Oh, yeah. Here's my thoughts about Robocop games, Corndan. Robocop's so slow. He needs to, like...
It's real hard for, like, Robocop. I mean, let's be honest. It's real hard for Robocop to go running, like, and carry around, like, 500 pounds.
But why? He's a robot. Have you seen the new robots that are coming out on YouTube every day? Like, that do backflips and jump and then chase down at children and eat them? It's terrifying. And they're agile.
Well, I mean, Right. Remember, this was built before Boston Dynamics was a thing, so.
Oh, okay. There we go. Escorian getting the squitch. You know, are you sure? When did Boston Dynamics even start? They probably had a robot. Boston had robots. I imagine that's where robots got started. Like, Boston Tea Party was actually just a bunch of robots hucking the tea off. Yeah, that's right, British. And everybody in the UK, the robots are coming.
Well,
you
if the robots are revolting, right, then we should just send Mega Man. No, Robocop's not from Boston. Robocop's from Detroit.
He probably went to Boston a couple times. Yeah, George Washington was a robot. I played the BioShock games. I know this. I didn't insult the UK. I just said that the robots are coming, okay? There's a huge difference. That's not an insult. In fact, if you can dominate the robots and turn, and control them, then you've got a huge advantage.
Well, yes.
Yeah. By the way, 3 of our 4 players are currently on the blue screen. And I don't know.
I mean, I do suppose that, right, just because of things, right, and how often that they've been killed, this is a blue screen of death.
Essentially, yeah. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking.
So Mellows just found the breakable wall, which you have to find using the thermo camera.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Well, okay, Melos is probably in the lead then. I don't think anybody else has broken a wall. How are you supposed to know that you're supposed to do that, though?
So the first time you get the thermo camera, it tells you.
Okay, what does it tell you?
It tells you that you can see breakable walls.
There's only one of them. Oh, okay. There's only one breakable wall. Well, okay. Do you have to have the item selected, or is it just flashing the entire time?
Like you have to have it, is my understanding.
So dumb. Yeah, Melos could potentially make it through the rest of the level. They're getting close.
Yeah, Melos is basically right there. You go down this elevator, and there's I think a door you can go through.
Okay, there's a door. I think Melos is through. Oh, no.
Not yet, but almost. You can fall down to the left there.
Yeah, looks like you have to fall down.
Now, you just walk to the right. Here's our first progress.
Oh my gosh. Someone won Robocop. Oh. Corndan. Finally, Robocop has been defeated. Oh, that's level 1. Okay, level 2.
That's totally level 1, yeah.
Okay, level 2. Discover your human identity. That's like my level 1, okay? Discovering my human identity. I was a dumb kid, okay? It took me a little while. I'm Brosentia.
All right, so we've seen these memory things before, right? It's the bonus.
Oh no.
On the NES one.
Oh yeah, I know this.
And it's on the CPC one that you have to do.
Like, Melos is doing pretty okay with this, but this isn't gonna work.
No, that's not gonna work.
Da da da. Melos is like, what do I do now? What do you do now? Do you just die?
You just die.
Or do you wait for this block to come and push you? Whatever this block is. Nope. Melos is dead.
I mean, it's still kind of like a bonus area.
Wait.
Right, you can still move on.
Oh, okay. You can still move on even if you
Yeah.
lose that. That's good to know.
So now we're at the
This lovely shooting section.
Isn't it great?
Oh my gosh, I am in love. Must have been love. It's not over now. It's here. It's here, baby. It's here to stay with me.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Oh my gosh. How could this be the best game in existence?
Well, I mean, it just is. This is so good.
Oh, and also the worst game in existence. It's like somehow a marriage between the two.
It is. So, Daydream Glitterbug, I want to point out, right, that this looks better than it really plays. Like even on everything else, this looks better than it really plays.
Oh, and he got killed by the Stompers.
And it looks real bad, and it plays even worse.
Like, even the shooting section?
Yeah.
Because
like the shooting section is not
good.
as bad.
Yeah.
Right. But like the controls, I mean, I highly recommend people play this, right? Partly because I'm sure some people will never want to, get caught with Robocop. But the game itself is it's real bad.
Time for Melos to get a game over really quickly is what I'd guess.
Probably. We'll find out.
Because level 4 is another side-scroller section.
It's yellow.
Ooh, I was hoping for yellow, Corndan.
Well, you got it.
Oh, I love yellow.
So is this keyboard controls or Kingston joystick with up to jump? I think they're playing on Sinclair 1 control, so it's still up to jump.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, is there going to be a red level, Corndan?
I don't know. I made it to about here.
No! Melos! Oh, you're dead. Okay, I think this is your your last life.
No, you get one more life.
Is there a pink level? I'm sorry, I'm just excited
I don't
at
know.
all the possibilities of the different Robocop levels. Yeah.
So that is actually not acid, it is beer.
It's beer? It's not nuke?
Yeah, they're in a brewery.
I thought they were brewing drugs.
We blew up that plant.
What? I guess I missed that part. Okay. Yeah, like, why are you trying to shut down the brewery if it's not drugs?
Well, maybe it's drugs. I don't know.
I don't know. Also, do you have to brew drugs? I don't know. I don't know.
What you have to do is take kids and turn them into dope dealers.
Maybe you brew the children in beer, and that's how you get nuke. Ah! We figured it out.
Possible.
Ha 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 ha.
I mean, it's quite possible. I don't really know. I do know.
Well, you have. I was gonna say you have a child, but never mind. I'm not gonna.
Well, I'm not gonna brew my child into beer.
Okay.
That would taste awful.
I imagine your wife wouldn't be too pleased either.
Probably also true.
Welcome to Ku5ogrande, everybody. We're all morons.
Pretty much. Welcome to Robocop, where all we play is the finest Robocop games.
No, that's not true, Corndan.
Is it not true? Because I think it is.
No. Carrie, I'm sorry. I'm not going to brew your children. Don't worry about it.
He is, however, gonna make them watch Robocop.
Actually, isn't it that, like, the more specific your denials are, the creepier it sounds? I'm not going to brew your children in a vat of beer. Don't be ridiculous. That's pretty creepy, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
But then, if you get really vague as well, it also sounds creepy. Like, I won't murder. Like, what does that mean?
Well,
yeah, you don't say that.
Will you turn children into dope dealers?
No, Corndan, I'm not going to do that. Okay, we are getting a question in chat. Who's in second? And my answer is I have no clue.
I think it's Andy, but I think Andy and Tempestral have both hit the same spot. I've been watching Ascorian just to see if I see it, and I don't know. I think Ascorian's gotten past part of that too. The hard part is we know what like a full clear looks like, and trying to figure out what those things are is a pain here.
See, I was thinking that we would possibly see more of level 4 that Melos is on, or has gotten to, not on right now.
I mean, there is 10 minutes left. We still might see
it. Yeah.
Probably not, but we might see it.
Possibly. Well, I don't know. The levels aren't very long, especially 2 and 3.
2 and 3 are, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Stomp around, punch the box. Stomp around and punch the box. Shoot that guy, then punch the box. Walking to the right. Oh, shoot the guy. Shoot the guy. Okay, that's the song. I have to make my own music. We do not have any music.
Well, that's true. And there's no soup to drink.
No soup. I mean, there is beer. But this is a family-friendly show.
Glub, 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 drink the beer?
I guess. Oh my gosh. Well, we've got just about 7 minutes left, 7.5 minutes left. We're getting really close to the end of the match. Honestly, people could still move into first if they do well. Is that going to happen? Probably not, but
no.
In theory it could. We've had last-minute lead changes. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, and I definitely wouldn't be upset if it did happen. Oh no, Ascorian! Stop it! Stop floating! Oh, and then a rocket to the back of the head.
Well, you know, I mean, these
and
things
to
happen.
The front of the head.
There are a lot of rockets, and they're all bad.
Yeah, it's like one rocket's bad enough. Just 2 rockets from different directions. How do you even deal with that in life?
Well, you know, I would say you duck and let the 2 rockets hit each other. You know, like if this were like
the explosion,
a Looney Tunes cartoon.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because even if you duck, they're just going to hit you in the face.
Well, they're going to explode. Go boom. I know what rockets do, man. Wait, and you program rockets?
I do not well, no, I don't.
Oh, okay. No, I think that you program 3D printers to make the rockets.
Well, I did just get a 3D printer, and the first thing I printed on it was cookie cutters to make space shuttles. So I guess you're at
I
least
knew it.
partly right.
I knew it. See, you're probably in cahoots with the bad guys in this because they got rockets.
I'm totally in cahoots with Big Rocket.
Whatever. I'm in cahoots with robots. USA. USA. Actually, I would probably want to go to Japan if that were the case.
Well, why is that?
They got better robots than we do.
Do they? They don't have the creepy Boston Dynamics dog thing that could just go shoot you.
Yeah. I don't want the creepy robots. I want the friendly robots, like a Jeeves robot, one that brings me a cup of water and I can yell at it, and it's just like, do you want anything else? And I'm like, no, you stupid robot. You're so dumb. You're just computer. And then, he'll still do what I ask him because he's a dumb robot.
So, we did get some progress here. Andy punched
Yeah.
the wall.
I like to see that. Wall punching.
So, or at least knows that he can punch the wall.
Well, he went through it. I believe Andy is going the correct direction here. Go through the door. My gosh, but only 36, 35. Andy is cutting it close. He's definitely going the right direction, but if he gets a game over, that's pretty much going to be the last chance here.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Andy, stop stressing me out. There's no way. There's absolutely no... Well, no, there is a way. What's the way? Andy, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3... Oh, this is game over. Poor Andy.
Oh, but Andy's almost there too.
Out of time.
You'd go down that, go through a door, fall down the thing, and you'd be right there. Andy almost made it to level 2.
Yeah, the thing is, like, if Andy is in second at this point, like, Escorian and Tempestral definitely have some work to do to see who's going to be third and fourth. Like, one of them could potentially move into second. I think first is a lock. But honestly, they're not
I think with
too
like
far
3 minutes
behind.
left to go,
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna see level 2. But I think we could see. Okay, we won't see level 3 for certain, but we might ish see level 2, I guess.
Like, as far as I can tell, Tempestral and Escorian do not currently have the thermos. The thermos? Their drinks are getting cold too fast, man. They don't have a thermos.
Or their drinks are still hot.
Oh yeah. That could be true. Well, they are looking. They are looking to see where it is. Hopefully they can get it. If one of them finds the wall and punches it, like, that's a clear lead there. But at the same time, we only have 2 minutes left in the match. Remember, we have 1 hour matches at this point in the tournament. Whoever makes the most progress during those hours, during the 1 hour. Those hours? What am I saying? Whoever makes the most progress in 1 hour takes the victory, comes in first. Andy is currently in second, Melos in first. I think Melos is untouchable. Andy, if they boogie...
Maybe.
But Escorian, look, Escorian's so close to running out of time. I don't think Escorian has a chance. Woo!
I think Tempestral is the only one who could make it now.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Well, but there's only a minute and a half left in the match.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, Tempestral is not going to run out of time Just do not die, because you are low on health. Yeah, Escorian is pretty much acknowledging that there's no way to get back into it. Tempestral is
Looks like it's
pausing?
just given, I think with a minute left, I think they're...
Yeah, just like 40 seconds left. There could potentially be some progress. But you know what? I'm just gonna wait because there's the possibility that Tempestral will start it back up and get somewhere, but I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh. Sad day. Oh yeah, they are acknowledging that this was definitely a Ku5ogrande game. And I would agree, this is bad.
Andy's comment is, I don't know how the Robocop games keep getting worse, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, everybody, the match is done. You can all go ahead and wash your eyes, because that is, as a matter of fact, time. Oh my gosh, Corndan. I'm so sad for everybody.
I'm not. They signed up for this.
I mean, yeah, they did sign up. I guess I'm not that sad. Okay, just like mildly sad.
Hey.
Oh my gosh, welcome. I'm so sorry for all this.
I'm not.
I think this is my third Robocop now.
Oh,
Sounds about right, yeah.
What a thing. Robocop games are pretty painful. We'll try to never, ever, 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 ever have a Robocop again, because
you're lying.
He says that.
Yeah, I say it. Because I actually have a soul, Corndan. So, yeah,
Which is why I give out the best games here in Ku5ogrande.
So what are your thoughts about it?
So that wasn't as bad as the one for NES. It was still pretty bad, but the NES Robocop was Robocop 2 specifically was a special sort of bad with the, oh yeah, sure, you can continue, but I'm not going to tell you what you're killing yourself with.
Okay. Yeah, it's...
Controls were awful. That took me so long to figure out how to properly go up a ladder or up an elevator, down into a door, or flip a switch.
Yeah, were you using keyboard controls?
No, I was using my, just D-pad.
Okay. Yeah, I know that I was looking at the keyboard controls, and I was like, this is going to be a huge pain in the butt if they use that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. You can, somebody was asking if you could punch the wall without the thermal. Yes, you can, because I didn't see it the second time I punched it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I didn't see anything on the wall. I just knew where to punch.
That would actually be super helpful to be able to skip a large part once you know where the wall is.
Yeah, you still have to go through all of it to get up there.
Okay.
But you don't have to sit there and farm for the power-up.
Gotcha. I'm wondering, was there anything redeemable about this game?
It honestly, the stage design, if the controls were a little less terrible, the stage design wasn't bad. It had you search around, but it kind of gently directed you to where you could go. So I've definitely seen far worse stage design.
Okay.
And the size of the stage was actually pretty good. Like, there was enough time that you could go around exploring. The arrestable guys are the absolute worst. They're just, it's impossible to tell when they are or aren't coming, and you get 2 or 3 other guys behind them that are just going to shoot you anyway. So your choices are get shot by those guys or shoot the arrestable guys. You're losing time and health regardless.
Yep, that was one of my big complaints about this when I started, was when the arrestable guys come out, besides the fact it doesn't really give you a good indication of what the heck's going on the first time. So I'm like, I've killed everybody. Why is it like none?
Yeah, that I'm definitely glad I read that part of the manual, because it would have been really bad without that.
It was really bad. I played it completely blind to start.
Oh my gosh. It's so
And
bad.
that platforming, oh man, I was very lucky that I really quickly figured out that you could only diagonal jump forward the direction you're facing, and you can't change direction once you're on a platform.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, you just had to back up if you were on a platform?
No, those, the conveyor belts.
Oh,
Once
the
you jump
conveyor
onto
belts,
one,
yeah.
you're committed.
Yep.
And you have to look ahead and see which direction you should be facing.
Yeah.
Make sure you're facing that direction and time all your jumps perfect, because some of those were so incredibly tight.
Yes.
They're ridiculous. I don't understand. But then again, who knows how many people are even going to play this game on the Spectrum.
I'm pretty sure we like doubled the amount of players of this game.
Or at least the amount of viewers.
This is the first Spectrum game I've ever played.
Well,
the Spectrum has some really good stuff on it. It also has a lot of really bad stuff on it.
yeah, speaking of bad stuff, we do have 3 more matches coming up. Is there anything else you want to say, Melos?
I'm just glad I got a chance to face Andy again and didn't get triple lapped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Ninja.
Andy came in second. You were able to get past him this time, so that was cool.
I was very upset by how poorly I did last time I went against him.
You know what? We always expect Andy to absolutely dominate. I mean, he's run and he's won 2 of the Ku5ograndes in the past, so, you know, coming in first is a huge surprise to all of us, but it's always awesome to see. So, yeah, congrats here. I think we're gonna have to move on, though. Anything else you want to say before we take off?
Nope, that's, I think, no more Robocop for me, thank you. I've had enough.
Well, at least not for round 2.
Well, thank you so much. We will see you later.
Bye.
Bye. I do want everybody to know, by the way, welcome to Ku5ogrande. We are going to have an exhibition. Andy just played in this, but he's also going to do a blind race with Xandra, Lizstar, and NPC next Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, of the game Hay Fever. This is a sponsored thing. It's going to be pretty dang exciting. I hope that you are all able to come and hop in for that if you are able. Don't worry, it's right after Ku5ogrande. We're not going anywhere. I'll just be sitting here and we'll have this. I think, yeah, I'm a sellout. It's sponsored. Hey, I've never done anything like this before, so it's gonna be a blast, everybody.
I do want to point out, right, that when Bro brought it up to me originally, the first thing I confirmed was that the developer of Hay Fever knew what we did here, right?
Yeah, I'm like, you know that we do bad games here, right? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Just don't... This game's good. I'm like, okay. We'll go ahead and do it. But yeah, it's going to be fun. And then we're going to do a full-out tournament with pool of prizes. So everybody, if you want, go ahead and pick the game up. Give it a little bit of a test, or go watch a couple videos just to see what it's like. We'll have a run again in 1 week.